Well, it's Tuesday, and I'm back. My name is Lina, and thank you for checking in to YouTube and to Instagram. On Mondays, we throw these on Facebook. Otherwise, they're here. I hope you're telling your friends about them. In fact, why don't you just do it right now? At one of your friends and these Power Minutes. Today's Power Minute is called Forgiven and Free. Our verse is Galatians 5:13. For you were called to freedom, brothers. Only do not use your freedom as an opportunity for the flesh, but through love serve one another. My nephews babysat a dog named Nellie for the longest time. Nellie was an interesting dog. She seemed afraid of her own shadow. She'd approach you cautiously and feel her way around you, not very sure of herself. Nellie wasn't the cutest dog ever, but she grew on you. When I asked my nephews about Nellie, they told me the rest of her sad story. Poor Nellie had been hurt earlier in her life, and Nellie had developed a natural guardedness around people. Poor Nellie, and yet so like us. We get wounded by someone, perhaps an ex or a church or a pastor, and just like Nellie, we learn to build walls around our hearts. We learn to hide. But there is a better way. Jesus can heal our hurt. He died on a cross to overcome our insecurities. He loves us so deeply and unconditionally. When he takes over our life, we become free to love others. We are safe because of him. We become able to open our hearts to others no matter what they've done to us before. It's called forgiveness, and it's only possible because we've been forgiven too. Think about this question. Who are some people that you feel unsafe around? How did Jesus and the gospel change your pain into freedom to love and to forgive? This rings true at the holidays, doesn't it? We all have people in our lives that we're going to be seeing over the holiday, and it's always scary to put yourself back in a place where you feel unsafe. First of all, if that's you and you're living with a person who's unsafe, I urge you to get some counsel and don't throw yourself back in the mouth of the person who might chew you out. You know, there's certain wise boundaries that must be maintained. And so if a person is hurting you or your family members, I think there's some healthy boundaries that might be established and maintained even going into the holiday season. I think it's this fine line of walking, trying to love someone and on the other hand, try to be wise in establishing boundaries. And if you need help or prayer in that, I'd love to hear from you. Direct message me, leave a comment if you want to, maybe with some advice or some tips that you've gone through in your road to find peace with those in your life that are difficult to love. And so as we walk through this holiday season, I pray that God will give us wisdom and that he will give us understanding in seeing Christ in every person that we meet, but also in being free to love those that may be difficult to love in our lives. All right. Hey, we'll come back together tomorrow. In the meantime, I know that I'm praying for you and know that I understand how painful this season can be for you. But it's also a season of great joy. And so I hope you experience that today. Okay.